Yesterday, we spoke to the Trucking Association of South Africa about concerns around crashes involving trucks in South Africa, which has led to questions around the competence of truck drivers. The explosion of a gas tanker in Boksburg on Christmas Eve has claimed the lives of no less than 34 people. The truck got stuck under the bridge, which released the gas valve. Traffic SA, in the meantime, tweeted a picture of a truck carrying luxury vehicles that got stuck under a bridge in Cape Town. Following that interview, we're now joined by a training organisation to find out exactly what process drivers go through, in fact, to qualify to drive heavy vehicles across long distances. We're joined by the CEO of the DMB Training Academy, and that is Marvin Nefale. Thank you for being with us, Mr. Nefale. So, after the Cape Town truck got stuck, a politician said, let's go back to basics. Do the truck drivers know their height restrictions? And those height restrictions are on the bridges as well. So tell us what sort of training you would provide to a trucker who would be driving a vehicle like that.
Yes, thank you for having us once again. On our training, as part of our syllabus, we do train our drivers that they should know the height of the trucks, and also they should be aware what are the standard height that the bridge in South Africa are having. So we do offer those training.
Well, how vigorous is that training? Is it just kind of know your height restrictions, or are there practical examples? Do you believe that truckers are equipped to really understand the danger of bridges?
Yes, on the training that we provide is a national certificate in professional driving, and that training takes a year. And on that year, the drivers will have to go a practical training, and also a training that is done in the classroom. But however, the challenge becomes that it's not compulsory in some of the trucking companies, where a truck driver can just start driving just with a driving license and a PDP.
Sure. So you're saying you provide this training, but not all the companies ask for that training as a requirement to drive these trucks?
Definitely. So what we will advocate is to say that if these trainings can be made compulsory, and then truck driving being professionalized as a career.
Surely you need a special license to drive a heavy vehicle. There must be a difference. You can't just use a normal driving license. So you're saying they have the license to drive a heavy vehicle, but not the extra training. Is that correct?
Yes, but currently in the country, there's no law that you require an extra license to drive a heavy vehicle. Only what is required is a driving license and a PDP. But however, there are companies that will require drivers to have a national certificate in professional driving, but it's not a compulsory.
Explain the PDP, the professional driving.
Yeah, the PDP, it's what you get through the Department of Transport.
And how vigorous is that compared to the training that you provide? If that is compulsory. So how do you believe that prepares truckers for what they're going to face?
Honestly speaking, it does not prepare them enough to be on the road compared to what the professional driving certificate will prepare them.
Not good news. And the question is, how many truckers go for this extra training that the likes of you provide? What would you say the general standard is out there, the general standard of truck drivers on the roads?
There is no at the current moment. That's why we're advocating that if the associations and the government can professionalize this industry, and it becomes a requirement, a basic requirement to have a certificate of professional driving before you enter the road.
Yeah. It sounds urgent, given the deaths on the road. To be fair, however, the employer of the driver involved in the Boksburg accident said he was very professional. He couldn't see the markings on the bridge, but then he even checked if his vehicle could fit. Seemingly he didn't know there would be a dent on the road, and something happened after. From what you've heard, does that make sense to you, that he did do everything he could, given his training in the past?
As part of the training, if the driver was really competent enough, he should have done his route planning, analyze his route thoroughly, where he's going to rest, where he's going to refuel his fuel, his refreshment. And by doing so, he could have easily picked up if the route that is going to travel, it's going to allow his vehicle to go through.
Yeah, the company says he missed a road, so he was trying to get back onto one of the major thoroughfares, and then he got stuck under that bridge. Is there special training for people who are going to carry gas and flammable materials?
Yes, there's a special training that's a dangerous goods. Drivers who are going to be transporting flammable and all other dangerous goods needs to go through that training.
And is that vigorous?
Yes, it is.
Because it was even around the people that came, and apparently the driver said, move away, move back. But you need to understand that people need to be far away, you included, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, people need to be far away, especially when such a situation happen on big vehicles. People need to learn to be far away.
All right, thank you for your time tonight. So calling for higher standards generally, and we've heard that across the board, the CEO of the DMB Training Academy, Marvin Nefale.